Howdy folks, it's been a little bit of a while, but I thought we'd drop in. What have I been busy doing is digging this out. So I got to a point where I was happy with where we're at level wise, and basically I started to hit what I am assuming is bedrock. See how we're starting to get this grey colour. I haven't tested it yet, which is what I'm going to do today. I still think the coal goes below it. I just don't know if I get the drill if it'll go deep enough to do it. But yeah, basically I've just been digging this out and trying to flatten this off. Because we've had the new dirt update, I've been messing around trying to find which dirt I like most, the new stuff or the old stuff. But it's worth mentioning that the old stuff, this way with all the rocks and everything else like this, has also been tweaked a little bit as well. It's a case of finding out what works for you. And for me personally, I was originally in love with the new way. I thought it looked better and it felt better. But as the updates and the tweaks for it kept coming, I actually prefer this way, the older boulders. It's just at the minute anyway, because it's still going to keep tweaking and changing, it just seems to work better for me. I've been using the bulldozer a little bit as well, and using that grading bucket that I got that front end loader. And what I've been finding is I've actually been able to sort of get it to work how I wanted it to do. Worth noting, so I put these boards down here. The reason being, when I was dozing from top to bottom and pushing everything, and it got to the point where I was starting to push in too far and underneath the wall. So I just kind of stuck some wooden wall up. This is a hope that, well, it stops the machine from physically going further forward anyway. So once I hit this with the machine, I'm good. Anyway, you caught me today just as we're about to take the dump truck back up to the sell point and unload. And the sell point is again something else that I want to look at. Reason being, so around here, like at the minute I'm just backing the rock truck up and coming down and whatever else and trying to keep this relatively flat, which sometimes it works, sometimes we get a little bit of overspill. But I would like to, let me get out again, like to build this out. So I've got a little bit more room maybe to turn around, I don't know. So I'm looking at potentially wanting soil. So hear me out. What I'm feeling to do is change the setup that we've got on the cell plan. Get another truck, probably the cheapy truck, which is, what is it? It's like the lorry, I think. Or it might be the 20 ton, the T20, whatever. And basically just switch how this system goes so that I can park a truck underneath the sorting drum, which is currently spinning because I've just been making sales and making good money from this coal. But realistically, it doesn't need to be spinning at the moment because it takes me a little bit of time to fill up another truck. So I've only been dumping 4 loads maybe, and then once I'm happy, then we'll start it all up. So we'll go to turn it off. But what I'm feeling is, so we're going to be flat here, go up again, and then see where we are. And end up basically, the hope is, so that the front of the sorter is obviously over the sell point, and then hopefully I'll be able to bring a truck this way, because the sorter would be from left to right, get a truck underneath it, boom, fill that truck up with soil, dirt, just actual dirt that's no use, and then potentially drive that wherever I want to go, which at the minute is down here, down there, to kind of flatten out sort of around that front end loader, just so I've got a little bit of a more bigger area. But for now, while we've got some money, I want to go get the drill, and I think it's on the XMB excavator. So let's have a quick look. At the moment, I'm not going to lie, I am not bothered about getting all the rock crushing stuff in. It really doesn't interest me. I'm quite happy just to keep selling just as the stone. I know it's not as expensive and I might change my mind. This hole is actually a lot deeper than I thought it was. As I've been digging away, I've not really been paying any attention to how deep it is, but you know what? It's quite a way down, and to think that I just dug that using machinery is, for me, it's kind of a oh wow sort of moment. But then I didn't realise how deep it was until I fell, and I fell inside it. So that was always fun. Hopefully, this will show me if we've got any coal in there. As for the coal and where the coal actually comes, when we're talking about this way towards where I am now, I really can't remember because a lot of this is spillage, but I do know that the vein was coming a good way. I think it's probably about here actually. It might even come further. You know what? I suppose we could have a look. Pay dirt, drilling air, pay dirt, drilling air, pay dirt, coal. So there is coal. Coal. Whoa. Okay, so there is a substantial amount of coal underneath us. Let's go back a little bit further. Let's go back a bit. Let's say about here. Where are we? There'll be a lot of pay dirt, pay dirt, 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 pay dirt, pay dirt, pay dirt. No coal. Oh, coal. No coal. Okay, good. That's coal all the way down. Let's not fall in there. So it's just somewhere between here and there. I go middle ground. We come here. Send the drill down. Pay dirt, pay dirt, pay dirt, pay dirt. Awesome. I might have nailed it first time. Literally. That's pretty cool. That'd be so awesome if it was. But we know that that is a long way down to go. So what I might do as well is just get myself some of those metal boxes. Let's go here. Here we go. So we must be really close to the end then. So this second hole is coal. The third hole that I'm over the top is not. It's literally somewhere here. Ooh, bit janky, steady now. Steady. Yeah, so what we're saying here is this is coal. Although it's not very coaly. This one, what am I stuck on? I'm stuck on the drill. This is definitely coal. So somewhere between these two. Yeah, that's more pay dirt than coal when we look at this. So if I go get some metal box and put it sort of level with this second hole, that'll tell me, hey, I don't really need to go much further than that. I know that it's mostly coal from there all the way back here. There'll be a lot of pay dirt, I don't mind that at all, but that's sort of where the vein ends. And the vein ended, well, pretty much where the wall is really. There wasn't anything further down than that, so the hope is... Ooh, excuse me. So there is solid rock. Pay dirt, solid rock. Solid rock. Pay dirt, solid rock, solid rock, solid rock, solid rock. Ooh, easy. Pay dirt. Pay dirt. Stone, solid rock, coal. Yeah, so it's flicking between solid rock and coal. Coal, solid rock, coal, solid rock. Coal. Ooh, okay, so just before it starts to go crazy, it's telling me that there's coal at 18,006. So it is worth still digging down and digging down and digging down, but because it's solid rock, I'm going to either have to use explosives or I'm going to have to use a ripper or a drill attachment or something just to get this stuff going, which is going to be interesting. But we can now get rid of this. This isn't needed anymore. That is just what I wanted to know. It's pretty cool though. We'll just get on the way over here, and while we're over here, we'll sell the drill back to the hire company. Same with the excavator. There we go. Cool. So that puts us in a little bit more cash. Conveyor belt system. Let's hopefully not mess this up. So demolish this bit, and then move it out of the way so I don't overwrite it. Demolish this bit, and then let's rebuild this. So hopefully you guys will see what I'm on about. So I'm coming this way. Ooh. And then I'll have another right conveyor this way. We'll go another up, which means we need a left. Okay. Let's get some Dramonite as well while we're here, just to clear the area a bit. Not going to let me put it in, is it, because of all the dirt? No, cool. So we'll get Mr. Drainite. Put it there. I don't actually know where that's put it, but we'll put it there. Near on perfect. So we're here. So the only problem that I'm worried about is how much this is then going to potentially foul on the tip when we're tipping. It might be quite a lot. Because we don't have short, straight pieces, which would be perfect for what we need. So that's there, and then it's the straight one. There. Ooh. And then it's this. Which obviously is going to be nowhere near. Oh, no, it is. It's just not high enough by any means. It's not high enough by any means. It's got to come across one more. What we're thinking is this is now a straight piece. Boom. And we're going to turn it here again. Yes, yes. Then we're going up. Now we're coming across. Sorting drum. Boom. I think that that needs to come across a bit more, but it also needs to go up. That's too far. It's too far. Which means I've got to move all of this back. We'll go straight there. And sorter. I need another half-size conveyor. So I want this to be here. Which brings that back, so I need a left. And I need an up. So what I'm saying is, now we've got the up, we're going to come up here. The conveyor will drop into here. We can then delete this one and delete this one. Get the left in and put this right. You don't get confused with what I'm saying. Sorting drum up here. Boom. Yes. So I just realised. Oh, we turned it all off, didn't we? So hopefully what we're saying is making sense to you. So you see how it's an unfortunate overlap, but it's an overlap. So it goes up out the belt, up, round, 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 round. I probably could have done this without doing this many, actually. I'll see if I can neaten this up at another time. But this is what we're hoping is going to happen so far. So if I try and get a truckload of goodies, I'm gonna park this here. This kind of works as well. Kind of cool. Obviously, I'm missing a lot, but at the minute I can't do an awful lot about that other than just get better. So that's all that. So it kind of gives me an indication of, you know, the line, if you like, of where the limit might be for the coal ore. Just get a few scoops of this, and then we'll test out what's happening up there with the new sorter. This'll be it. This'll be it. We'll use this. Part this up. We'll get into the rock truck. And we'll get out of here. And hopefully, we'll be able to get some sort of dirt and soil and stuff. I'm interested in how this is going to work. Is it going to fall as I hope it does? Takes its time. It does. There's no visual to it falling, which is a little bit disappointing. but it is falling nonetheless. I was hoping to see like a little bit of a, you know, like the ore drops anyway. Hoping to see that. That's the other alternative, of course, is that we put the sorter. The sorter doesn't have to be here and drop direct. We could run a conveyor from underneath the sorter and drop it in. Now, what we got to do is park this underneath that. Hopefully we get it in the right place. That's the other big problem. Don't actually know whereabouts it drops, so maybe we'll be better off parking long ways. So we're out here. Turn this on. Now just look and hope. Oh, ooh, ore doesn't reach. I mean, it is going in sometimes. That's not ideal. It is too risky. So I'll have to have a look to see what we can do about that. Basically, I just wanted to show you guys that we are digging a very big hole. And it is sort of working how we want it to work. So I will carry on. I will, like I say, I will tweak this whole system, bring this back a little bit, sort of just slim it down if I can, neaten it up a bit. But the hole and the coal is going really well. And this is how deep it is. Whee! Yeah. I don't know. It's not as deep as like some of the others. Some guys out there have got ridiculously deep mines. We are in profit, and we've been in profit for a long time. And yeah, I'm just kind of mooching as we go along. I'm liking it. Running coal. Trying to get this right. But we'll switch all that off. Jump up in here. Tootle down here. This is all just dirt. So what I was saying was I wanted to sort of make out here more sort of vehicle friendly. So we'd end up having a big sort of flat plate sort of thing. So if I dump all that out, is it gonna? Yeah, it is. Awesome. That's kind of cool. So hopefully we'll be able to keep doing that. When I can afford to, I will get another truck. But yes, we're finally using the dirt that we're getting, and we've just got a load of rock layer to get through. So I imagine we'll be blasted next time. Cheers for watching, you lot. I shall see you again next time. Take it easy. Hurrah for now.